Okay, I told YouTube to start. We'll see if it works. Yep. We're live. Wahoo! Yo, everyone. I'm live again. At least 2.5 hours of Anime Guardian coming at ya on Twitch and YouTube. See, I don't think that's sent. Sometimes it doesn't send to everyone, even though you say everyone. Look at that. That's not everyone. Oh, well. Do I have my chat up? There we go. There's chat. Oh, well. Broadcast started. I think it's working. I got to reboot. Let's see here. A boop and a boop. Sweet. Rebooted. Turn that off. Hopefully that works well. I'm not going to really pay attention. Just going to see how it goes. Yo, what's up, Spooky? Yo, Traz. Welcome, guys. More AG? Yeah, more AG. I actually feel like I could spend another month, like, iterating on AG. I'm not going to. But there's a whole nother way to do the build. Which, now that I've gotten this far into this version, I think the other version is probably better. However, the only way you would know the difference is in Deep Delve. And hardly anyone Deep Delves. Like, literally, I'm in, like, the top 15 of Deep Delvers. Ooh, Corny Skill, that's cool. And I don't play, like, I mean, I play a good amount, but I don't play, like, an unbelievable amount. What's my opinion on PoE 2 prediction being early June? Let me think about that. So, June, July, August, September, October. So the thing I think about is winter break and, like, the Christmas season. GGG will always do a new patch over winter break. Because it's too much money to not do a new patch over winter break. So if we count backwards, if we say there's a new season in June, and if we go 4 months from June, July, August, September, October, that's 2 months out from winter break. I don't see them doing that unless they did like 2-3 month seasons. That'd be one way they could swing it. Now, if they go early May, then it's June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Early May hits them late December with 2 4-month cycles. It won't surprise me if they change their cycle. This alternating cycle of both games, I feel like data has to be showing them that, like, some players get fatigued. Like, we want to play other games sometimes. Like, we want a lull. I don't want a lull. All I do is play PoE, but I feel like the general community would appreciate a lull between games, which actually we're having right now because we don't know when PoE 2 is coming out. Yeah, I would say first 2 weeks of May is most likely scenario in my opinion. Traz, how's your, like, shield crush crafting stuff coming along? What were you YOLOing? You were YOLOing Vigilance? You were slamming Emperor's Vigilance? Very bold of you. Is it difficult to go deep delving in PoE 1? Or you have just done it a lot? It's very difficult. It's the hardest content by far. And it's hard in the way of, like, you can't cheat a character into deep delve. Your character has to be well-rounded and excellent. You can't just like do a lot of damage or just have evasion or something like you can in every other content. Your character has to be fantastic in order to go to Deep Delve. And so that's what makes it like uniquely difficult and also uniquely interesting in terms of like scaling a character up to that high. Yo, what's up, Puma? Welcome. See the new armor I crafted? No, I don't think I did. Here. Is it in Shield Crush? Where'd you drop it? I want to see. Okay, that should be all the soul fight we need. And today we're going to really start testing like how deep can Bob go on the build I currently have. Should be pretty fun. I mean, I think it'd be fun. I mean, if it's the one from the other day, I saw it. Yeah, if it's this guy, I saw that one. This was the one where I was like talking about the Eldritch Implicits. It's just like so ridiculous. It's new. I don't think there's anything new after this. Feel free to repost. Mine's like indoors and square. You gotta fly. You gotta fly over to the circle. If you have the same one. It's like Plateau of the Gods or something. Oh crap. Just ran into that wall and almost died. Let me get to this node and I'll catch up on chat. The Chatterley ban. How to deal with the annoying flee away mod? What is that, Diet Soda? What's the annoying flee away mod? Oh, you talking about Bob getting bugged? When Bob's bugged, you have to either leave the map and come back, or go to the Mirage and come back. It's only two ways. And it's worth doing. Just be careful when you come back in that your Bob doesn't get ripped like right on spawn, which can happen. Yeah, I'd say it happens like every 1 in every 4 maps has kind of been my average notice of it. And yeah, it's tremendously annoying. If it were fixed, the build would be pure bliss. Because it's definitely annoying. I agree. Puma says I built a tabletop sim version of a game. I'm deving to playtest it with friends who are far away. Is that me? Am I the friend? Oh, I see, Traz. Yeah, dude, that one's perfection. Thing is so cool. I mean, what a craft. What a completely awesome craft. And yeah, the Orb of Conflict were probably just so awful to do. Although sometimes you get really lucky on them because it's always 50-50. If you do them right, they're always 50-50. And it feels so good when you get lucky on those. You want to build like this but without Bob? What do you mean? What's that even mean, actually? Like, honestly. Bob is the build. We'll go get this Lich's Tomb. I think it's the Penumbra ring from Lich's Tomb is like 5 div. And he dies pretty fast. It's got some defensive mods, I believe. Endurance charges. And Ellie Res. Ooh, I could go... Oh, crap. Almost just died clicking that. Unbelievable. I could go invert the rules. Instead of Fire Pen. Does Pen cancel the invert? I don't actually know. I guess that was fast enough. I won't do anything weird. Yeah, that's true. I probably wouldn't have time to play anything other than PoE. It sounds cool, though. Now, a sim, is that like a digital version of a tabletop game? Is that what sim means? Yeah, diet soda, I can't imagine how frustrating that is in Ultimatum. I'm sorry that that is a thing you have to live with. Sounds brutal. Yeah, the +3 on a fire is the most important, for sure. Yeah, but what does that mean, Defender? What does that mean, do this without minions? Do what? Because, like, Bob is the build. The whole build is Bob. You could do the defensive layer. You could go Gladiator and do Lucky Block and have a Blood Barrier. But how are you going to kill things? You could run the, like, Static Strike stuff that people are doing, that Steve does. Poo-Poo Steve, whatever his name is this season. Yeah, I mean, the defenses on this can get even better. There's a shield you can run. If you don't run Combs, and you can 6-link your armor, you can run a shield where your lucky effects actually roll 3 times. And then you'd go Genuine Block, and you have like 99% block chance. It's pretty cool. Hitting that early tailoring orb, Traz, is like such a game changer. Congrats on that. What'd we get? Hey, we got the ring. Oh, actually, I think that's the cheap ring. Yeah, this is the cheap ring. I think it's like 500 C. Let's see here. Yep. Not bad. What's up, Habitual? Welcome, dude. Yeah, the bugginess of the minions is rough. And, like, you can never truly count on them, right? Come down. Where are we going to go? Right here? That's annoying. So I totally feel you there. Habitual, let me know if you have any questions, too. Look at my Nightbot actually worked. I have commands like a real content creator. I'm so cool. Hey, how's my creepy bear? I set him, like, I actually have a webcam on. He's looking at me and trying to mimic my... Look, I'll smile. Hee hee. Did it work? I can't see myself. He should be tracking my head movements, too. He should be doing everything. I'm a legit fuzzy. It seems extra expressive. Yeah, it should be. One day I hope to just like turn my actual camera on. I have reasons I don't. One day I hope to. I do like the you know, I like the show your face, be yourself meta of streaming. I just can't do it right now. I got my reasons, dude. I got my reasons. First commands, then quitting his day job next. Yeah. Yeah, right. Wouldn't dream of it. A tiny hat? I think I can put a hat on him. Great idea. This is what's so great about Bob. Like, why would you not want a Bob? Right now I'm pouring a Dr. Pepper. I have no hands on the keyboard or mouse. My hands are... Could you see my hands? Let's see. Let me pull it up. No, it doesn't follow my hands. Wait a second. We got to get hands up. Let's see here. Jaws, mouth, tongue, head, body. Body pitch, body yaw. Nope. We want hands, dude. Hand tracker. It's disabled. Oh. Enable it in the trackers panel. Okay, I got this. Ultra leap. The Toby eye tracker enables a gaze. What the? Webcamless face and body extension. I don't see the hand tracker in here, dude. Hands tracking. Open beta. Uh-oh. It's an open beta. Hey. It works. It's on. That's supposed to be a thumbs up. Oh, you want to fight me, dude? You want to fight me? Oh, I'm such a nerd for enjoying this. I shouldn't. I shouldn't do this to you all. It's cruel and unusual. Is there reflect or thorns in PoE? Yeah, there's reflect. Oh, you're speaking in like AFK style of a build. Yeah, there's lots you could do. I've never iterated on it at all. It wouldn't be enough damage for like the higher content for sure. But there's definitely something you could put together. Unkillable self-damage. Actually, PoE 1's even better because you can do things like cast on damage taken. So you can do a lot more like auto kill type stuff in PoE 1 than in PoE 2. You can do a lot more. Look at that. I barely touched the mouse. It's so great. Yo, what's up, Vidiotti? Hopefully those guide links work. Look at my commands in action. Of course, let me know if you have any questions. Do I even have the right flasks on? I didn't even check my flasks. Yeah, I do. What is this thing? Goblin Edge. I almost called it Goblinage. That would have been bad. I love it. Man, Coke Cherries is awesome. That's my wife's favorite soda. If she sodas, it will be a Coke with cherry. All right, we're trying to get down here in this node. There's actually like been a long little crawl here. How deep will Bob go? He's at 1717 now. I mean, he hasn't even blinked.
I can't do this just yet.
And he is not maxed out. Like, he does not have an overspawn. Grey Wing. I don't even know what his gloves are. I like self-crafted some rares a long time ago, and it's just always been good enough. So if we get to like 2.5k delve and Bob needs damage, Bob can have damage. I also have about 4k more life myself I could get, so that's another 20% more damage for Bob. Look at that, I just sold a flask for 5C. Wow, somebody needed an armor flask with attack damage leaches his life. It's outrageous. That is me taking a drink. You see my hand come up? Goodness. Got Soul Eater with extra crits here. So yeah, the other way to build Bob, the big hurdle to diverse ways to build Bob is combs. Because when you run combs, you don't have a 6-link on your armor. When you don't have 6-link on your armor, you have to run Squire. And that's like basically pigeonholing the build straight into exactly what we're doing. But if you can find a way around those two things, you can suddenly get really creative with the build. Problem is stacking life without combs. Now, there's this armor. I don't know the name of it, but I saw it last night. And it basically says, like, your base energy shield stats on your gear apply to max life instead. So then you can basically regain that 1200-ish life that combs gives you, but as an ES stat on your other gear pieces. Let me go find this armor right now, so that way I'm not like just being fictitious. How am I gonna find it? PoEDB maybe? Items. Body armors. We'll say maximum life. I'm not sure how to search for this actually in a reasonable way. If anybody knows the name of it, let me know. There it is, the Apostate. Kabbalist Regalia. Gain maximum life instead of max energy shield from equipped armor items. Has no attribute requirements or energy shield itself. Now the reason you would wear this instead of Combs is that you get a 6 link back on your armor. Then you can run like, you know, a minion's aggressive wand and some other cool stuff for Bob. Oh, Bob died. RIP. I didn't see him die. Yeah, let me pull this bad boy up. Look at this thing. It's actually like a really crappy armor, but that is a fascinating little tag right there. Another reason that would be great to build around this armor, not just the 6 link on armor, which you get back, but you wouldn't have to run Dissolution of the Flesh. I mean, you could still. You could actually have like an ES layer. More importantly, you wouldn't have to run this and you could still hit like 25k life. Then you wouldn't have to worry about damage over time so much. You could just stack regen. You could literally get your regen to like 10k per second if you went with recovery rate mods on gear. So I think overall it's like for sure a better defensive layer for the build. And then it might be weaker for Bob. Then you could go like on the shield, you could go like life on block or ES on block. Those layers are so defensively effective that the only thing you die to is like a massive crit, which if you have 25k life, I don't know if there's anything to kill you. Not sure what that node was. I have not seen a good node yet in this delve session. We're getting down here though. This looks like a lot of Abyssal and Magma. Which are the good ones. Yo, what's up, Music Thief? Welcome, dude. Welcome, good evening. All day I've been going for Damnation. About how many maps have you run? Okay, I just rubbed my nose. What did the bear do? He acted like he was looking at his fingernails. High five, Music Thief. High five. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Having way too much fun with my bear. Oh, yeah, I bet it does. It's very fast on Bob. Because Bob is Bob. Time to roll a Bob. I'll help you get there. Not fiscally, but intellectually. Damnation sounds fun. Sounds very fun. What's it worth right now? It saw it went down yesterday. It went down into the 300s. Basically, if people stop gambling it, it goes down. Hee 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 hee. Ah. I love how like general delve loot is never good. Like we kill a lot of rare monsters and stuff, but we don't have any map mods, so it's just like never good for some reason. That's YouTube, that's Twitch, that's both. Okay, I'm messing with my Wait, is that both? No, it's not both. Something's wrong with my chat window. Look at this. Usually this shows both. not working. Events, all. Let me reload this real quick. Here I thought I was a good, well-prepared streamer. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. Yo, thanks for the follow, dude. I died looking at your follow alert. Not your fault. I just didn't know what was going on. How many times a season do I say, really glad it's not hardcore? How do those hardcore bros do it? They don't play this build. Bob will get you killed. 1600 Delve will get you killed. So here's a situation where the damage over time is just like so devastating, and that's where the other version of this build would be par excellence. I think if I'd have moved around a little smarter there, it'd have been fine. But still, you know, you want it to be. If you're gonna run AG, if you're gonna run Bob, the huge upside is like being able to just go AFK, like just hands off keyboard and just roll with it. And because damage over time is so punishing with Dissolution of the Flesh, we really can't do it. But see, if I just move around a little bit like this, it's fine. You can see it here though, it's this thing called Vortex. It's a Delve specific dot. Actually, I don't know if it's only Delve specific, but you know, it's prolific in Delve, and it's brutal. Yo, what's up, Julius? That's awesome to hear, man. Thanks for coming by to say that. That's very nice of you. I am playing the build right here. I haven't changed a whole lot since I made the video. I am running Mage Blood instead of the, what is it, Coward's Chains? Whatever it's called. God, there's so much dot in this area. Trying to find a spot I can stand in that isn't damage over time. Nice. Node completed. Come down here and whack the Lich again. Yeah, if anybody's playing Anime Guardian or Shield Crush from my two guides and has a question, let me know. Or if you have a POB, I'd be happy to review your POB. Drop it in Discord. Good job, Bobby. Oof, we made it. I'm the guy that asked about the Nest upgrade build in Discord. I do recall, yes. I'm glad some of the feedback's been helpful. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome to hear. It's tough. Like, it's tough doing small investments in this build because of the corruptions that you have to do. Like, every time you have to corrupt a rare, you might brick it. I made, like, a 40 div ring earlier. Corrupted it. Gone. I can show it real quick. Here was my beautiful ring. It was gonna be a really nice upgrade. Oh shoot.
I can't do this just
Dude, I dropped flares. I don't know why I was in darkness. Anyway, I corrupted it and it bricked. Tier 1 life. Minion damage prefix. Perfect tier 1 minion attack speed. Stats. More dex. Minions can't reflect damage. Or damage can't be reflected to minions. Yeah, it was awesome. My dream ring. It turned into... Lo and behold, see if I can find it. It turned into this sad panda. So yeah, it's hard to do upgrades for this build because of the corruptions. And you can't use locks because like it's rares that cost, they cost like usually like 50 div to craft like a perfect one because nobody's really crafting this type of stuff. It's like hybrid stats life minions. So yeah, you can usually make like 3 of them for the price of a lock. And then the lock could reveal to you that it's going to fail, so you lose money there too. Wow, what a bad drop. It's embarrassing. 0 bricks? Dude, that feels good. Congrats. Wow, look at the distance on this node. It's going to create a new zone. I'm letting Bob get kind of charged up because it's going to be such a long travel. When you travel in Deep Delve or when you travel in general, you want to link up Bob because he has like roughly 70% DR when you link him. And like, of course, the Delve nodes, because the Delve monsters are like brutally dangerous and he can't damage them in the darkness. But even in maps, like when you start a new map where you enter a Mirage and you've got to like zoom to the boss or something, always link up Bob. Keep him safe. That didn't take too long. Helical ring for 43 chaos? Are you serious? That was a big win. I didn't go with the helicals. It's the way to go. Like, reflect helical would be awesome. I've still never done my own reflecting mist crafts. It just sounds so devastating. I've done simplex yammies, but that's not quite the same thing. Alright, so I could keep beelining down here. Maybe zoom past this. Or I could take 3 nodes to get here and be over in this molten area. Because I've basically gone 30k sulfite and I've made like 1 div. Welcome to Delve at its worst. Not that I'm like truly here for the money, but it sure is nice when you're diving deep and making money.
I can't do this just yet.
Wow, nice path. Look at that loop we did. Oh, goodness. This is long. Jeezums. That was a long and twisted node. What are the next upgrades now for the build? So for the approach I've taken, there's really only 1 upgrade left on myself, which is 100% adorned, which would bring me up to about 25k life pool, which is about 20% more damage on Bob, and of course more health for me. What I've been exploring, because I'm really trying to get this build ready for next league already. Like, how are we going to scale into this, especially like on a day 1, day 2, I'm totally broke type situation. I'm really trying to explore scaling the life without combs. And I think I found a good and cheap solution in this new armor that I found out existed yesterday. So I may spend my money, because I've got about 1,000 divs in money. I may spend my money exploring that build. It's based on this armor, the Apostate, which I assume early in the league is the dirt cheap armor. I think you can check, right? Economy, unique armors, Apostate. Let's take a look. This is in Chaos. Yeah. This was day 1, right? It's a 200C armor day 1. So, like, not needing all this fancy stuff to life stack. If we had that, we could life stack with just, like, crafted rare gear. Because most of the life stacking in this build is based on jewels. Lots of jewel fanciness. But with the apostate, you could double dip. Any gear piece, you run armor, or sorry, you run max life and energy shield. You're just like double dipping life all over the place for this build. And then you also get a 6 link on the armor. So like early on in the league, you won't have to rely on this freakish thing plus the squire, which is going to be super expensive early in the league. Where would we find the squire? Would that be in armors? Yeah. Let's see day 1 squire price. Is that divines? What? No way. Squire's 290C on day 1? There's no way. Double strike life stackers are all using apostate. Okay, cool. I didn't know it existed. I think it'd be really good on this build. The big thing is you wouldn't have to run Dissolution of the Flesh. And then you wouldn't have to run the Squire. So then you could run a Life on Block ES on Block Shaper mod. And that, like, all you need is, like, a Shaper Shield that you alt spam, right? Oh, Bob died. And with a Shaper Shield that you alt spam, you can hit that mod and then just, like, finish out your shield. Because you'll have the 6 link on the apostate. So I think it's, like, super league start viable compared to what we're doing here. Now, there's another issue for next league, which is that you're probably going to nerf Grey Wing. And that's what Bob uses. And it's based on life stacking. So I may be solving for a thing that's not even going to exist. Thank you. This thing. Thank you, sir. There we go. Day 1 was 1.3. Day 2, 2.4. Almost 5K. Thank you. Wait, so let me go back to the apostate then, because I don't know if I did that right there. I love how I'm just like killing stuff in the background. Here we go. Ah, that was okay. So apostate was a little bit more expensive. Good to know. 780. That's like what, maybe 2 or 3 diff. It's more than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. But it would be like you would just buy one and that would be your armor. Like you wouldn't need another armor. Good lord, I got stuck down here. Brutal. Okay, come over here. We've got Molten and Depths. That's probably the way to go. We'll come this way. I'm gonna turn up the jams just a little bit here. Pokemon Lo-Fi. Hope you don't mind. Did Bob die again? What? He must have gotten stuck right back here. I'm just gonna die. I still have to go back even if he dies and I die. Okay. It's not unusual that Bob dies in those situations. Anytime I have to spawn a new instance of the mine and he comes out and he's totally unjuiced and he doesn't even have his, his Soul Eater stacks up, it's potentially lethal for him running through these mobs. And then if they're dense, it's like almost always lethal for him because he can't move basically. Like this is so dense right here. He gets stuck. Oh yeah, that would probably be really good. Never really listened to that, but I have heard like little snippets here and there. It's good stuff. Expo 33. Can I deem you in-game my helical ring? Tell me if it's decent. You can drop it in Discord and I'll look it up. I generally don't give out my in-game stuff just because, I don't know, I have a very busy real life, so try and keep it clean, keep it simple. I'm big into like video game scores, soundtracks and stuff, so that's very appealing to me. What was the genre of the game? It was like story-based, open world, something or other. I really don't know. I know I should because it was like Game of the Year and stuff, but again, I just play PoE. I'm just a big PoE degen. Hotline Miami 2? Sounds awesome. Yeah, if you'll drop it in the Aegis smiting. I've got some POBs here. I need to check those out for those good folks. Oh, it's turn-based. That sounds cool. Was it like Final Fantasy Combat? Where you have like a team of characters and stuff? That would be sick. Oh my gosh, man. Where are the good nodes? Where are the fossils? It's like I haven't played money-wise. I've been just clearing node after node. This guy here. Okay. Oh, I see. New rings. Yeah. Okay. My bad. All right, we got Cogwork. Cold Chaos 17 all, 68 strength, 104 max life. That thing is awesome. That's a baller ring. Look how much res you solve right there. That's amazing. Nice. Yeah, those look great. The only thing I'm not sure of with those, like, and I truly am not sure, I'm not saying this is a concern or isn't, because I'm not sure, but without the minion resist implicit, I don't know if Bob is res capped, especially on fire, because he loses fire, I think, from Grey Wing. So if you notice your Bob dying or not sustaining or something, that would be something to, you know, keep an eye on. I don't know if that's truly a thing or not, but just a thought. Dang it, he died again. Was this node like an attack node? I can't remember. Run there. Dang it, it was. You never seen Bob die? Okay, nice. First step of next build is Mage Blood? What do you mean? Like you just like Mage Blood? Mage Blood is so good and so fun and so cozy. It's all of the things, as the kids say. Well, yeah, you say that, but if you drop one damnation today or tomorrow, it's going to far exceed all the currency you could have farmed in this amount of time. Like, probably by 7-fold. It is very much like a gambling strat. I mean, you're not likely to hit it unless you're going to run like 700 maps. I think 700 properly juiced maps, you should have expected a damnation drop. But anything less than that, you're just trying to get lucky. Yeah, I agree, Gillis. Gillis? How do I say your name? Gillis? The AFK part of Bob is like just such a dream come true. Puma always makes fun of me for like not even playing the game really, but in some ways in PoE 1 it's like the dream. Takes you 20 minutes. Yeah, that's gonna be too slow. I actually would switch strats if I were you. Unfortunately. All right, these nodes should go really fast. They're just silly. Click the chest nodes. Boop, we go. If it makes you feel better, Music Thief, I've been down here in max loot delve for, how long have I been streaming? Like an hour maybe? And I have made 500C. Like, it's not only the hardest content area, but I'm deeper than 1600, which is where the frequency of good nodes reaches its highest potential. And I haven't found anything. That's weird you don't find vivid vultures. Should be finding those. Oh my god, I only have one flare. Oh no. I'm probably gonna die in here with only one flare. Ay, ay, ay. I have a question about Coward's Chain. How much would a belt like mine be worth? Should I switch to Mage Blood? Let me see here. Skill effect duration? I don't know how much that's worth. I never looked up skill effect duration. I looked up max life and all res. And I believe it was movement speed during flask effect. Oh yeah, let me get some more flares. Yeah, I have no idea how much skill effect duration is worth. Seems like it should be worth a decent amount to the right person. Sorry to hear that, Music Thief. Yeah, it should. It should affect Flame Link. Which is cool. I don't mind relinking. And for all non-delve content, Bob doesn't even need the link. It's cool. It's more damage, of course, and tankiness, but he only really needs it in delve. So yeah, skill effect duration is not something I've... God, look at that damage he just did. This must be a modless Kurgal. I mean, he has extra life as energy shield. That was crazy. That was like 2 seconds. There's one worse at 200 divs. I mean, if you could get 200 divs for what you have, I would totally switch to Mage Blood. And what you can do is you can go buy a cheap Coward's Chain. Since all you're doing is like a premium for skill effect duration, go buy a cheap one and put yours up for 200 or whatever, 150. And just use the cheap one and get a Mage Blood when you can afford it. Especially get a Mage Blood if you're not delving, because like... Mage Blood is so fast. You can run Onslaught and Movement Speed Flask with Movement Speed Suffix. Both 70% effect, 25% effect. Your movement speed will quadruple, maybe higher. I don't actually know what the change in it is, but it's incredible. God, he's really trying to get me with these beams. Good job, Bobby. That one actually hit me. I didn't block it. That's how little damage it did. That was fantastic. Do you still need the Ruby Flask even after the Adorn setup? You can choose. You get to choose. Wow, I continue to sit at like 0 profit in this delve run. Here's what I'm choosing to do. So here's a +2 Mage Blood. And here's a +2 Mage Blood. Or sorry, I'm saying Mage Blood. I mean Adorned Jewel. But then up here, we've got a Strength one with Poison Duration. And a Strength and Int one with Curse Effect. I think that's it. I think all the others are regular jewels. So I've swapped a few out to get some other mods. And I'm running the Ruby Flask. You could also drop the Ruby Flask altogether. There's not an equivalent value gain back for a different flask. So that's kind of why I'm sticking with the Ruby Flask. Also, it like completely bags your fire res, so you don't need it anywhere else. 127. It's almost all from the Ruby. So yeah, Ruby Flask, pretty nice if you're going to switch to Mage Blood. Frees up a lot of space. You really don't even need the Adorned at that point if you don't want to. You could run rare jewels with like max life and more strength or something. Block chance. You could run spell block and get to like genuine block. Well, it could be better in certain situations. Here's why I don't think it's better. In Delve, I don't need the Onslaught Flask. Like, we are plenty fast moving between nodes. And what my build really needs to do is, like, kill the node better, right? I only run 3 utility flasks as it is in Delve. And then in mapping, we don't need max fire res. Bob doesn't die anyway. I don't die anyway. So I just run the Onslaught Flask in mapping. I keep it right here. So for mapping, my setup is this Mage Blood. Oh crap, darkness.
Can't do this just yet.
In mapping, my setup is this Mage Blood, a Rarity Flask, and an Onslaught Flask. We drop the Sulfur and we drop the Ruby. But Delve's a different monster. You have to like do things differently for Delve. Okay, this node should be interesting. This should be the Essence node. The Essence Rares. They can be monsters, these guys. Oh no, it's not them. What the? Oh, it must have been a smuggler. I was excited to fight him. Oh, impale. Owie. Woo! Money! We got money. Oh my gosh. That's it. 60k soul fight. I basically made no money. But we got much deeper. Yeah, it's a great upgrade with no gimmicks. The thing you do lose one thing by dropping Coward's Chains. When you are lower than 90% max life, your blood barrier does not recharge if you do not have Coward's Chains on. Did I make any sense? It's kind of like complex to say it out loud, but it's kind of simple. Dude, that thing wouldn't even work dust. It's so sad.
I think I can. We'll find a buyer eventually.
Okay, we'll go get some more soul fight. And we'll get back down there. I'm sure our luck will change with the nodes. The unlucky damage from Coward's Chains doesn't make you squishier. Nah, you don't really notice it. The build's just so tanky. Again, you might notice it in Deep Delve. But otherwise, unnoticeable, right? And you're just so fast with the Mage Blood. It's hilarious.
What is your desire?
Good.
Like, I don't know if your guy is ever getting one shot. I doubt it. If you were getting one shot, then maybe you care about unlucky damage. I don't know.
Ready yourself. Make your wish.
Yeah, I suppose it just depends on like what's going on with your build and how mapping is for you. I can't create a map that kills me, basically, essentially.
Can't do this just yet.
Now, thanks Leroy for the follow, dude. If I wanted to do like really bad originator mods for like recovery and block, then that's a different story. Thanks for the follow, Julius. But yeah, generally I can't make a map that I don't run maps that can kill me at all. I even can slam like all the blue altars and other than recovery, it's like the one mod. Other than recovery, the build's unkillable. So that's all to say. Like I just don't miss coward chains at all when I take it off, and the speed you get back like speaks for itself, right? Where's this boss, dude? Do I have a regex for originators? I've got a trade search. And then I have a regex for plane 16s. Okay, I don't know where that boss was. Maybe I killed him and I just don't even know it. I did get 13 grands. That's cool. Those probably aren't worth very much, though. And yeah, like we keep talking about like what we lose with Coward's Chains. If we want to name what we lose going from Coward's Chains or going from Mage Blood to Coward's Chains, it's way more. It's like way worse. You lose permanent phasing. You lose like 400% more movement speed. You lose a free 8 max fire res and totally res capped fire res. Yeah. And also all these effects are permanent, right? When Mage Blood's on. Not to mention, Mage Blood solves stats for you. It had strength and dex on it. So it frees up space on your rings to do things. Not that you need help with your rings. Your rings are like Giga Ring. But I can pull up the search I have for originator maps and drop it in the chat for you. 200C, that's a good price. This search, I believe, looks at quant only. Oh no, it looks at pack size. You'll want to change the pack size. But here's the mods. And I mean, you can probably still run some of those mods. Crit resistance, soul eater, life regen, delve, dude. Oh yeah, I know that. I know that dude. He's a neighbor. Some of those monsters, what you can do, Traz, come into your skill tree while you're fighting the monster. I know this is like super tryhardy, but they can take so long, right? And unspec 4 nodes of your choice. I go for these 4 right here. And then spec in 4, I go for these ones here because life regeneration rate is multiplicative. And you take this. Nearby enemies have 50% reduced life regeneration rate. And then you'll see that rare monster die a lot faster. Because like it can take, it can take a really long time. So it's worth that respec. Nameless Seer on completing the Mirage. I guess we'll go in for that. Yo, what's up, man? Bear Grinch. Long time no see, dude. How's it going? Yeah, we kind of have a face cam. It's showing bare face, right? You guys aren't seeing my real face, are you? That would be unethical. These are all bad, right? What is that thing? The Harvest. I don't think I have Divination Distillate yet, so I'll grab that. Oh, you moved him. Oh, interesting. Dynamite does that? All right, you're teaching me stuff now. That's interesting. All right, we're maxed out.
Sold something while you were gone.
I mean, you can always try out Mage Blood and sell it back, right? It's a belt that is going to retain its value. So, yeah, give it a whirl. If you do the flask right, I think you will love it. Make sure there's 70%, 25%, and perfect suffixes. You can self-craft them pretty easily, but you can also just, you know, you can buy them. They're like 2 div usually for those lineup. And the other thing you get, like I didn't mention this about Mage Blood, but 15% of damage taken from hits is leeched as life during effect. That turns into like 30%. And then the regen 3% life per second, that turns into like 6%. Think of how many nodes that is to get 6% regen life per second. It's insane. So my regen went from like 1800 to 2700 with Mage Blood on. Not that it's needed. Again, like with all things with this build, we're like way overstated, right? Except for Deep Delve, which continues to test the fearless and provide no money for doing so. We're going to have to go through a couple essence nodes here. This is going to be nasty. It's 1742. I'm scared for Bob already with these nodes. Bob will be challenged. Ow. Is this really this far? Wow. Okay, cool. Some people get a Mage Blood and they like don't realize. I mean, utility flasks are really complex in this game. If you're used to it, you don't realize how complex they are. Did I hear a PoE 2 leak that we're going to get Quicksilver Flask in PoE 2? Can anyone confirm or deny? I think I heard that. I guess we'll just go down this way. We get a lot more distance out of it. I'm gonna let Bob juice up a bit so he doesn't die on the run. Doing a little stretch in there. You can probably see my bear wiggling out.
I can't do this just yet.
How funny that man bear Grinch is here and I'm a bear, Fuzzy. It's like you know me. You got him, Bobby. You got him. Oh my god. Dude. Got him. No confirmations. Okay. I would be very okay with them bringing the Poe 1 flask system to Poe 2. I think it's such a great system. It was great even in my first season when I was learning it. I was like, man, these are cool. These things are so complex. Oh, by the way, Pantheons, Gilus, since you're like going hard on this AG build, these are my Pantheons now. Arakali and Avarath. All about negating damage over time. It's the only thing that preys on the build's defensive layer. This is going to be a long run. Dang it, it started a new instance. Let Bob juice up a bit. We got a long travel ahead of us, Bobby. All right, what's Bear do when I put my hands on my head? What's he do? Oh, it doesn't see it. All right, here we go. I need a link, Bob. Need a link, Bob. Where is he? Bobby. Here you are. Okay. That was pretty smooth. Lunaris and Aberath. I think I was originally running that. Yeah, I was originally running that. And then it turned out the fizz damage mitigation is just not needed. Oh my god, I thought I almost died. Did almost die. Must have been darkness again. There's a molten cavity. It'll be our first good node the whole night of Delve. Which is really sad. And I might not be able to get there if I can't get past this essence mob. We'll see how Bobby does here. Yeah, it's better than Lunaris for this state of the build. Like, the armor mitigation that we get from Lunaris is just not needed. Projectile avoidance, totally not needed. Do you have knockback? Good job, Bobby. 2 more for you, buddy. Oh, look at Bob go. No problem here. This guy's extra life with fire resistant. Easy peasy, says Bob. Good night, boys. I'm so excited for my first good node of the night. I like good Delve nodes. It is the best when you just sit there and casually sip your soda while Bob clears the 1700 Delph node. It's the best. That is peak performance. See if you can do it here.
You die rather well.
No, damage over time. Yeah, my simplex is done. It's not a very good one. 453.96. I'll be interested in doing a better one next season. It's such an awkward way to travel here. It's a fun craft if you've never done one. Depends on how lucky you get. Can be done for 100 div. Can be failed for 100 div. Did I start this node? I think I did. Don't see anywhere to start it. If you don't know how to craft it, you may just want to buy one, because I don't think the market on them is too pricey. But then you lose the experience of crafting it. Ah, Crystal Spire, look at us, we're popping off. Cost per try. I don't know what the bases are right now. It would be base plus mist. The rest of it is cheap. It's no influence or anything like that. It's just time at that point. We're spamming. It is half the fun. Especially with these crafting systems in PoE 1. They're so good. They're getting much better in PoE 2 as well.
I can't do this just yet.
I really enjoyed the crafting since the Abyss League in PoE 2. "53 deaths later, I found a tier 0 fossil node. First one of the night. How much time? An hour and 8 minutes later. 80,000 sulfite. It's supposed to be that as you get past 1600 depth, the really good nodes are supposed to be very frequent. And actually, it has been true. I'm not going to be a big old whiner here. But it was not true tonight. But that's all about to change. Crystal Spire, here I come. I'm ready for you. Basically, a fossil that's worth more than a div is guaranteed to drop in these nodes. So here we will have a guaranteed hollow fossil. Tink. Which has been about a div and a half all season. Looks like it's down 25% in value. Feels bad. Still good though. And then there's another one up here, which I can go get. I suppose I'll go get it. It's 3 nodes. I can see farther that way. Let Bob get a little bigger here. Yes. Extremely. That said, there's some nights where you can kind of get on a run. Like, I had a night where over the course of 2 hours, I pulled in like 120 div. Because there's a couple of nodes that are not fossils, which can high roll pretty good items in general. That are completely exclusive to Delve. There's also some boss nodes which have like multi-div drops. One of them is a 30 div drop. It's a, you know, it's like a calculated loot table, so it has like a 15% chance to drop that item or whatever. So if you chain together tier 0 fossil nodes, some of the very Delve specific gear nodes, and you roll well, and boss nodes, you know, you can have a good night. But mapping, at least this season, over the course of a day, beats Delve any day. The problem is that Delve is so much fun. And it's very, like, relaxed play friendly, right? Like, I just run to these nodes. Bob does his thing. I sip my soda. I mean, I took care of 3 little kids for the last 72 hours, so I'm totally open to just relaxing and letting Bob kill stuff. There's another Crystal Spire. So see, we're starting to chain together some nodes here. Yeah, that's a unique map. Wolfpeck? Is that like a German carrion bird? That's my way of saying no. I don't know what that is. You dropped one at depth 270? You lucky man. That's crazy. Congrats. Music Thief, you hang in there and find that damnation. All right, drop me a link, Puma. Put one in the tunes. Let's pull it up. What was this node? What was that node? It's acting like it's cool. It's garbage. Oh.
Can't do this just yet.
Looking for the blue boss for a bloodline ascendancy, and you got that. Well, good for you, my friend. Where's Discord? Tunes. I'm waiting. By the way, if you're in the stream and you're not on Discord, come join Discord. Come have fun with us. I forget about Prime Resonators too. That's another nice money maker. I've just gotten pretty unlucky again. What's up, Devinlet? Will RF work well in Delve? I wouldn't think so. I could be wrong, but I think it is simultaneously not tanky enough and not enough damage. I'm not an RF guru by any means. Maybe there's a way to do it, but... Also, like, I know... I'm familiar, like, ish, this league with, like, the Delve builds in the top 20 on the Delve ladder. And I don't think RF is there. Minimalist Funk, sweet. Can I play it right off of here? Oh, this is on Spotify. Here, I'll open up my Spotify. We're taking Dot. Always Dot. Dot is the enemy. The enemy is merciless. Good job, Bobby. A Chaos Orb. I got a Chaos Orb. I opened in Spotify online. Can I open it, like, just in Spotify, dude? There we go. There we go. Wait, maybe? I thought about it. There we go, we got it. All right, Julius, thanks for hanging out, man. Asking questions, that was fun. Dialoguing about the build, appreciate you. Have a good day tomorrow. Back to the work grind. See you, dude. Another hollow fossil node. Woohoo! I think I see another one over here. Oh, it's smugglers. Scam node. We can go this way. Yeah, look at those two. Those two wanted to be crystal spires, but they are not. Oh yeah, this is nice. I'm liking this, Puma. I'm liking it a lot. How do I craft the influence? Oh boy. I'll have to teach him how to do that. Yo, Justin, are you in here? I can tell you that if you're in here. Any fire nodes? Nope. I guess we're just going down. Maybe the little be better at 1800 Delve. I don't know. I know, right? I haven't seen him. He's not on today, huh? Actually, I didn't play most of the weekend, so maybe he was busy. It's gotta be something, right? I mean, he's not bobbing, so he's like really doing it. I'm just over here sipping my sodas while Bob attacks. 19K. Oh my god. The thing is, it stops getting harder after 6K, so you know, you get to go lower at purely the cost of time. Inordinate amounts of time, but it is just time.
I can't do this just yet.
What is the proper courtesy? What do you mean? I'm not sharp enough to follow your humor on this one. Yeah, man, I'll check it out. For sure. Some skills you'd like to hear my thoughts on? Okay. A Volorb. I'm rolling in it, baby. This node is very far away. We're going to be zooming here. And we're in like the fungal or whatever. This place is not super exciting to navigate sometimes. That was actually really fast. I guess right on like every turn. Tempest Shield is very strong. Especially if you're going real block. Like if you're going real spell block and you're not running Purity, you get shock immunity and, you know, pure spell block. Crazy amounts. Like it's hard to recover that much spell block somewhere else in the game. It's so much for the cost of quite a low res. It would be very nice to run on this build that I'm on right here. I have a like a brew variant of this build that runs Tempest and just lets go of like 6K reserved life for it. Naturally crits spell block or caps spell block and attack block, so that ends up being like 92% or something with the lucky effect. Can't remember actually what number in the 90s it is. Crap. There's so many dot effects in here. There we go. Okay, I could go down here. It won't let me jump. I could go through here. That's 4 nodes. Well, it won't even let me jump there. Oh, that's surprising. Okay, I guess I will go here then. Could fight a couple Kurgals if I want to. Do I want to? I don't know. Pretty sure he has a 5-div ring. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me check this here. Kurgal, the Black-Blooded. Item drops. Yeah, non-Patumbo's Uzaza's Mountain is 5-div. Misery and Darkness, no good. These were good earlier in the season, and they aren't anymore. So yeah, do I want to go up there? It's only 2 nodes, I guess, and then get a view over here to maybe see more money. Janky little route it's taking me on here. Listen to this. This is good stuff. Get him, Bobby. Make him pay. He's been a bad Kurgal. Look at that Bob damage. And yay, I have my flares this time. Did I get a flare down? I think I did. We want Zaza's Mountain. Kelly's Valley might be good as well. Can't remember. Better drop another flare in here. Get him, Bobby. Go, Bob. Go, Bob. What am I looking at? Okay, yeah. On Kelly's. It's not in here. Ooh, it's bad. Although these prices are not authentic. The Uzaza's is 5 div, and this is 500C. How is it? Oh, shoot. Oh, God, I almost died. I wonder how it's determining those prices. Those are like really wrong. Makes you wonder about other things. This one's your least favorite delve boss? How come? Mine is Bloodman. Map guy, who happens to be the best one. But man, I do not understand like the visuals of some of the things he's doing. This one's like really straightforward. Nothing hurts, seems like, except for this goofy wall. Yeah, what is this based on? These are wrong. I don't understand why these are so wrong. You know, switch it to Divines, maybe? Can I switch it to Divines? No. Do you have a defensive mod? Ah, reduce damage from crits. That's why it's taking like 3 times as long. How fun would it be to be that bassist? Alright, we get to like self-ID the red one. Since we dropped it. Ah, 15C. Delve is just breaking my heart tonight. This is heartbreaking. It's so low profit, it's heartbreaking. If only there was some way to make the regular mobs drop some loot. Like you kill all these rares and uniques throughout Delve and they don't drop anything. Yeah, that little solo there was ridiculous. I would believe that he is one of the best alive after hearing that. Very true, Taraz. Very true. Yep, you're right. Honestly, I'm going deeper at a really fast rate. So, with minimal effort, listening to some great jams, talking to some cool people. Live is good, man. Thanks for the reality check there. You got my head screwed back on straight. Something about Delve is just so much fun. Hard to explain. Music Thief very justly points out that Profit is also fun. I think most players would agree. You saw Joe while jogging in the park? He goes to the park? How can somebody that good at an instrument touch grass? Oh, where do I want to go here? I think I want to go this way. Get to fight another Kurgal. What the heck was that sound? Was that in the song? Someone trolling me? What was that sound? It wasn't in the song. Somebody talked. Am I going crazy? Oh, maybe it was my character in game. I'm an idiot. It was probably my character in game. Oh god. Alright, this one's modless. Let's see how Bobby does. Bob is also modless right now. It's a hilarious joke. Music Thief, by the way. It gave me a big grin. Thank you. Oh no, we got some poison dot. The joke got even better. Okay, that one's laugh out loud. And why is it Rite Aid? Only the strange parts of the world have Rite Aids. Rite Aid has a very funky, like, space in my brain. I lived in New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina, if you know it. And following Katrina, when we moved back, the only thing that was open in the city was Rite Aid. So I developed a very special relationship with Rite Aid. Golly, more bad loot. Alright. There's going to be molten cavities over here, for sure. Who is Steven Turdler? I should create a bot command for Steven Turdler jokes. He's a guy on the server, Puma, just to be more explicit about an explanation, who every league goes the deepest in delve of anyone in the whole game. And he does it over and over without ceasing. And he plays delve, PoE delve, like 14 hours a day, every day. He's a real human. See, there's a molten cavity. Life's good. I don't think this goes down, though, so that's sketchy. And yeah, his progression gets posted in the global chat of the game because he's always the deepest. And he always has some name that involves Steve and poop. So I remember his first one was Shit Stained Steve. And, you know, so on and so forth. Insert Steve poop name. This season's is Steven Turdler. Yeah. He is. I mean, it is like a very unhealthy sounding amount of time in the video game, but the sheer nature of what he accomplishes is like on the level of like Alex Honnold climbing a building. Like, no one else can do this. It is unbelievable how deep he goes. And what you're watching right here is what he does. Over and over and over. What is Shroud of the Lightness? I don't even know. Shroud of the Lightless. What is Shade Form? So many questions here. Makes you immune to fizz and harder for enemies to detect for a duration. How much harder? So many questions. So Shroud of the Lightless triggers this when you use a socketed skill. So if I like put Flame Link in the armor, I would be using Shroud of the Lightless all the time. I'd be armor immune. I wonder what the cooldown of it is. Max life per abyss jewel affecting you. Max mana per abyss jewel affecting you. Also interesting. 10 res per abyss jewel affecting you. That's a really interesting armor. I'm gonna look at this shade form over here and maybe get some more information on it. Oh, it doesn't have it. It's not in PoEDB? You're kidding me. Why isn't shade form in PoEDB? Yeah, Spotify just went off and did its own thing, so here we are. Get him, Bob. Get him. Good, Bobby. We got a faceted fossil. There's another one. We're gonna get a couple good fossils. What is the cooldown? Oh, the cooldown is 40 seconds. The base duration is 3. Okay. The cooldown does not recover during its effect. 100% increased stealth. So, I wonder how much you could scale the duration. Shade form. Kaboom. We're coming, Molten Cavity. We are coming. We shall get another fossil before this night is over. Joe darting. Mer. Bad links are bad. Play on Spotify. What was it called? Beastly? What are we waiting here on this node? Are we waiting for this guy to die? There we go. Wow. Yes. Dude, if I wasn't going to have enough soul fight to get to this node, I was going to cry.
I can't do this just yet.
But remember, sometimes it is just about the funds. I love killing Geheniks. Yeah, baby. I do have almost 300k Azure, right?
The darkness is coming. Help us.
Which can purchase. What is that? A lot of primitives.
Bye-bye, Exile. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sold something while you were gone.
15C for this bad boy, right? Look at that. Money in the bank. That's money in the bank. Got to get the sulfite, man.
Come to lose again.
He is so rude, that trial master.
Shifting, morphing, expanding. A reminder of the virtues of an agile mind.
Ready yourself. Choose what you
Nothing good. Nothing good there.
They are coming.
Here he goes. Woo! Well, he's just showing off now.
Quickly, Nico, quickly. Waiting.
approach. What is your desire?
Yeah, he was totally just showing off.
More. Exile, go for more.
Look at all of these Eldritch packs. I mean, if you're running the Damnation farm, you should pretty much see, I mean, for the most part, you should see nothing. It should be expected.
Shifting.
Now, hopefully you're running it right.
Expanding.
If you're not running it right, that would be really sad. Because because you're investing a lot of time in it.
Make your wish.
Oh, you're talking uniques? Oh, yeah.
Nico, quickly.
Yeah.
They're waiting. More.
Yeah, that's just PoE unique weighting. It's just how it works in both games.
Prepare to face your unmaking.
Can I leave? Yeah, see, you know what they were, so you don't have to pick them up. All right, let's see here. We're going to grab some. Ooh. What do we want to hear? Where's my Japanese lo-fi? There it is. Yeah, thanks for dropping it. That was fantastic. Trying to collect them all? Nice. All right, so for Damnation farming, you need to be on Sepulcher. The Scarabs are obvious, but this is the tree. You need to go for Bismuth ore. You grab the Bismuth. You run Mirage maps if you can, and you grab the Bismuth and go. Yeah, it's a part of my Spotify algorithm now, so I have no way. I have no escape. Okay, cool. Should be good. It hasn't changed. Are you running it on Sepulcher, though? Oh, no. Still get busy. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Should be fine on dunes, I guess. Sepulcher just seems very ideal to me. It's also a map where it's easier to like make sure that your monster count goes below 50 before you kill the boss, which is really good. Ooh, did you do the Wildwood? Be proud of you. Another molten cavity. I'm gonna be rich. I can throw you one of these fossils, Music Thief.
I can't do this just yet.
Now that I'm starting to step it up here. You get below 10 every time. Okay, good. I don't know. What did I call you? Did I say old? I don't know. I don't know what I said. Oh, this node's making me work for the money. Bob is still crushing. Almost at 1800. This is cool. Right on. I don't know why I grabbed the Azurite anymore. There's another molten cavity. Oh my gosh. My profits cannot be stopped. It's happening. Delve is popping off. Russian Delve popped enough. Oh. Thief fossil. That's a good one. There's your fossil, Thief. Faceted. Okay, I actually don't know how I get to that. Here's a Necro node, so we'll probably go that way. It looks like this is here, over, down, over. There could be more good fossils over here. That actually might not be bad. We have two good options. This one also lets me go down this way, so we'll go this way. Bobby, are we ready, Bobby? Are we ready, Bobby? What did damage to me? It wasn't Dot. Interesting. Yep. That's a pretty easy path. Oh my god. Cardi B got stuck. Come here, girl. There we go. Oh, boy. No impale. No impale. Good job, bobbers. Another tier 3 node. I'm so lucky. I think sometime this week I'm going to full send this build on the apostate. I'm trying to think of what to do with the extra 6 link, because I'm probably just going to keep my sword and shield as is. Dude. I was dropping flares. I don't know what the deal was. Is my flare radius so bad that it's like they don't exist? Interesting. Does shield count as armor pieces for the apostate? I just realized that that is a question I'm going to want to answer. Equipped armor items. Acronym is armor. Armor formulas. Very fascinating. What counts as an armor? Armor equipment. Body armor, boots, gloves, helmet, shields. Ooh, then I probably should not be wearing the Squire if I switch my build up. Oh, what's up, Atroshi, by the way? Made a post in your Discord about asking about invert the rules in the AG gloves. Should we be using fire exposure? I have it on the gloves. It's a good question, first of all. A really good question. I have it on Bob's gloves, and Bob runs fire pen support. I do keep this here if for some reason I run into a Delve boss. This hasn't happened yet. But their resists are really high and they are particularly tanky. That would be like my backup for still slaughtering them.
You die rather well.
In general, you could just run and invert the rules and then not worry about all the pen. Seems like a decent plan. I don't really know, like, you know, if you're delving, then it's good on the bosses. I don't know how good that is on these monsters. But yeah, it's a really good question, man. Let me know if there's, like, questions within the question. Hopefully that helped, though. I bet Bob could get some other really good implicits, right? Off of gloves. Couldn't you run Rage on hit? That'd be, like, fantastic for him. You got my brain jogging now. Thank you. Acre spreadsheet. Gloves. Right now he has exposure on hit for me. He could impale. Is that the only other good thing? Is he could impale. Okay, Exarch is rage on hit. But this is also where we get strike skills target additional, so probably wouldn't want to lose that. One guy said invert the rules adds 1% more damage. Well, that's fake. It's completely contingent on the content and the monsters. That I'm no expert, honestly, but I know that that's true. I would think on the right monster, invert the rules could add tons of damage. Like if you were just doing like Uber bosses or whatever has the highest resists, you could look in like PoEDB or something. Invert the rules could be insane. Oh, the implicit combined with the invert. Oh. Interesting. So I didn't know they stacked. In PoE 2, I don't think they stack. Like an inversion plus a penetration. So would you run Fire Pen and invert the rules? We could probably test that out in a Delve boss and like visually see whether they're stacking. It doesn't. Okay. It was my assumption that they didn't, because that seems very broken. That seems too good and too automatic. Like you would just have to do that. In Po 2, you kind of have to pick one or the other. Invert with Fire Pen stacks? Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I've heard there's something buggy about the Pinnacle mod, that like it doesn't actually have to be a Pinnacle boss, which is crazy. And yeah, I would say on the right monster, if invert and fire pen stack, that would definitely be the way to go. Like, those are direct more damage modifiers. The invert requires a little bit more like skepticism because it's 40%. So you have to balance that against elemental focus, right? Let me pay attention on this note. If I get any dot in here, it's going to be messy. Bob's in there somewhere doing his Bob thing. There he is. Okay. So Ellie focus is what? 42% more damage? And then, yeah, the invert is weird because some monsters don't have much resists to invert. I wonder if there would be any use in employing a little AI sidekick to do some exploration on this question for us. Like, I generally like the Google answers are, they usually don't satisfy me very much. Like if we say PoE 1 does elemental inversion mechanic stack with penetration. Like it'll give us an answer, but I just never know if I trust it. In conjunction with order of operation, inversion happens before pen, then applies the pen. Ah, interesting. Okay. I mean, that's a good method. That's the way to go. Like, people who invest, you know, giga amounts of money in a build, they know the answers to these types of things before they invest. I mean, you could definitely break down some quick math. And again, it's content dependent because, you know, different areas are going to have monsters with varying degrees of elemental resistance. But, you know, if we go into the config of a POB, and we say Guardian Pinnacle boss, well, they have 50, right? So an invert the rules is going to be minus 50 plus pen is going to be like minus 80, 90. That's going to be incredible damage, right? If we go standard boss, they're at 40, it says. Uber Pinnacle still at 50. And then how do you know when it's not a boss? Like, how do you know the resists of a non-boss monster? Is that known? Very curious. PoE1 resistances of monsters. It's probably just 0. Yeah, so and you know that gets pretty sketchy, right? Monster resistances. Nope, resistances. Monsters of Life, Energy Shield. Charges. (2013). Resistances of Monsters 2024. Saw something about stacking. How will ignore, resist, and Ellie pen stack? Yeah, that's not very useful. I gotta believe that if you're boss-centric, invert the rules is a no-brainer. And if you're not boss-centric, if you're mapping or like, you know, like me, the hardest part is the rare monsters in Delve, then elemental focus has to be better than invert the rules, I would think. And then, yeah, the glove modifiers as well. Does the exposure stack? Is it considered the same? I feel like pen, I guess like mechanically pen makes sense that it stacks. The pen happens like on the hit. Flavor-wise, at the very least. But exposure, that's like pre-hit, right? That's like a monster debuff, basically. Waiting for this pesky dragon to land. Whoa. The game just did something really weird there.
I can't do this just yet.
Owie. Sometimes when I get scared, I just drop a flare anyway. That's how I live. Go away, Vortex. Go away, Vortex. Go away, Vortex. It won't go away. Oh my god, I was in the darkness. Damn it. Arrgh. Arrgh. How's the bear look when I growl? Arrgh. Not really anything. Disappointing bear. Place fire exposure with maim. Yeah. That's solid. Commit to the invert. So the exposure is before the inversion. The pen is after. I would replace it if you're going full send on the invert. Like I said, it's really content dependent. If you're in maps, I don't think you want inversion. Yeah, man, I'm doing my best. Kind of learning as you're asking things, but it's pretty fascinating to compare the two. Oh yeah, well of course. Annihilation's amazing. All right, so if you're specifically trying to set up a good bossing establishment, then I would full send invert. Are you not running Squire? Oh, hardcore SSF. Damn, man. Jeez, dude. You're crazy. You're totally crazy. All right, this stretch of green is gonna bring home the bacon. Ah. Ooh, no, it's not. In fact, it's gonna stop me from even going lower. Okay, we're gonna go over here to this Crystal Spire. Let me check recent fossil prices. Refresh fossil prices. Boop. Okay. Sanctified's up quite a bit, it seems like. Alright, man. Good luck. Thanks for swinging by and chatting a bit. Enjoy your HCSSF runs. That's awesome stuff, man. Owie. Wow. I can't believe the white strongbox just put that hit on me. That was incredible. Oh, I bet it was darkness. Never mind. Take that back. It's darkness. Crystal Spire, here I come. You can't stop me. Boom. Bobby's got your number. Wahaha. There's more over here. Two more. 2 more crystal spires. Okay, I think we go this way to them. Three more. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Delve. Delve's going full Russian. Tiki bar. Yo, what's up, Justin? It's going just fine, sir. How are you? Go to this one first because I don't have to reload the zone, or at least it was a good chance I didn't have to. I'm not sure exactly what dictates reloading the zone sometimes. More tink. That is a molten. Not sure we'll be able to get there. Okay, now we're going up a bit. We're a little bit inverted ourselves here. Something's slowing Bob down. Temporal bubble. Temporal tears. That's a massive slow, that temporal bubble. That's crazy. Love the lion. Lion fast. Yo, what's up, Rahayan? Rahayan Mesa. This is Anime Guardian of Smiting. I have a guide on the build, a video guide on the build on my YouTube if you are interested. We also have a channel in the Discord on the build if you want to see like some sample POBs and stuff. Yeah, man, for sure. Thanks for asking. And welcome, welcome. Okay. Oh, it's a smuggler's. It's not a crystal spire. No. How do you do this to me, Delvey? I don't deserve this. Kaboom. Bob was angry at those guys. Is that it? Oh. Oh. Oh, baby. That's a nice haul right there. That's honestly pretty solid. Crystal here. Smuggler. Crystal. Molten. How do I get this Molten? It's probably over here somewhere. Okay, I'll go get this one. And that one, I suppose. That one may give me more reveal over here. So we're in the thick of the good loot here for Delve. This might round out the night at like, I don't know, maybe 20 divs over 2 hours. It's abysmal, but at least it's not nothing. Not that money's everything. I am reminded. I am reminded. Thanks for the reminder. Lion again. I'm a lucky guy. Where'd he go? Coming for you, Crystal Spire.
I can't do this just yet.
You can't stop me. Ah! It might stop me. Cardi B. We love the money. We love the money. Okay, anything else over here to get? I don't think so. The smuggler stashes, like if they're one away, I suppose it's worth it. If it's farther than that, it is not worth it. Be right back. I'm going to go run to the bathroom really quick. Be right back. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Let's do it. No rest for the weary. I have a filter. I think I put variable filters on this. I put filter views. Something's hurting me. Okay, we're good. View options, change views. Fossil list with values. Nice. Okay, sort A to Z, sort Z to A. There we go. Okay. Pretty much still just fracture and hollows. What's worth? Whoa there. Oh god. I'm getting chunked by something. What's chunking me? That was interesting. It wasn't reserving. Darkness again? Probably. To the Crystal Spire. You'll love to see it. Alright, that's a smuggler's gonna avoid that. There's a Molten. That's 2 nodes away. That's money, money, money. Can I get there? I have 8k left. I should be able to get there. Dong dong. Dong. Cold spell gems. Fire damage. Fire damage minions. That's definitely no good. I always grab these. Why not? Okay, there's a smugglers. There's a Molten. Actually, we'll probably do both. Simple enough. This one's the longer walk, so we'll do this first. Whoa! Whoa, wrong way. That's like a really long walk. Where is Gehenix? There he is. You're going down, buddy. Wow, he just like popped. That was weird. He had like half health. How about that? The Molten is off of this sweltering burrow, which is a great name for a node. But yeah, we're not going to make it there. There is a way to know which node it is off of. That way was employed to no avail. No, don't die, Bob. Whew, Bob's so angry. That it? One chest? Arr. Thwarted again, game. Thwarted again. All right, this was our progress. We started, I think, all the way up here. No, higher than that. Let's see. Here we go. Is this 1730-ish? Yeah, started 1730-ish. Took almost everything valuable on the way. A few detours to enjoy the views. Making sure we didn't miss anything. And now we're here. We got 2 Moltons that are ungrabbable. And otherwise, we'll continue down this way too. 1800. Getting close. All right, I'm going to head out for the night. If you're still out there, thanks for watching. YouTube, Twitch,
Hello.
wherever you're at. Appreciate your viewership, your time, your conversation. Hope you enjoyed the jams in the stream. Good night, Thief. Good night, everyone. Adios.